Hello friends, I am your Pradeep from pmcenglish. Today we have a special guest with us who has been with Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement from so many years. We will see what is the transformation in him over all this period of years. Welcome, Madhu.
Thank you for inviting me, and I also thank for Brahmarshi Subhash Patriji and PMC management for inviting me for this show. Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. And I also wish you a happy engagement day for you.
Thank you so much. It's been 10 years
Right.
since I got engaged in August 15th,
Okay.
on August 15th, 2010.
Mhm.
2011 December 25th we got married in DMC Amaravati.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's very wonderful that your marriage was witnessed by so many
So many,
meditators.
Yeah.
It's such a powerful place
Yeah.
where you have a 100-feet Buddha statue in
Yeah,
front of the
yeah.
stage. It's
There
a
were so
marvelous
many people
setup.
actually.
Yeah.
There were so many people, and even I didn't know many of them. So, but they were wishing like as if they were very close relatives to
Okay.
me. Everyone is a master there. So their wishes and their blessings were really helpful for our life, and it has been working very well
in
till
your
today.
life also
Yeah.
till now.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So the marriage that was performed in the presence of so many meditators,
Yeah.
you say that it has helped you to live a fulfilled life.
Yeah.
So are you successful in your life in terms of finance, in terms of relationships?
Yeah, definitely. Because when I compare to my life
Uh-huh.
before meditation and after meditation, there has been a lots of transformation
Okay.
in me. Especially before meditation, I
Uh-huh.
didn't know like how to approach anything in my life.
Mhm.
When you need something,
Okay.
what is the approach you have to follow? Like how your thoughts should be there. I mean, whatever you are trying to manifest in your life, how you have to
Think.
manifest in your thoughts first.
Acha.
So mainly Patri sir books on Vakshetram, I mean
Okay.
on the thought process, and also the secret videos, spiritual reality
Okay.
videos, everything helped me in my improving my thought process actually.
So Patriji, in that book, he speaks about three things. He speaks about the field of speech, Vakshetram. He speaks
of
about the field of thoughts,
Thoughts,
Bhavana Kshetram or Alochana Kshetram. And then he also speaks about the field of action.
action.
So I know that you were manifesting all the desires that you have had
Yeah.
through a special process.
Yeah.
Would you like to please share?
Initially came into meditation, master suggested that whatever you are trying to manifest in your life, just prepare a list of that.
Okay.
So I had prepared my list, like I have to get succeeded in my career, in my personal life, and I have 3 elder sisters.
Okay.
I have to get them married, and I also want to buy a car.
Okay.
Like I have listed all my desires actually.
Okay.
So the list has been completed, and after that I don't needed to prepare a new list, because nature has been always taking care of me after that. Because initially when I was into meditation, I had a specific needs for myself.
Okay.
But when I went through this journey for all this long, I came to understand that you don't have to specifically ask for any kind of needs you need.
Okay.
So nature will be always looking on you, and when you are into the path of this divinity, into this meditation, nature and masters will be always looking on you. You don't have to specifically ask for anything. That is what I understood in these 10 years of my journey.
Okay. So what you did for manifesting your desires is you have noted down. Indeed, you have specifically written down
Yeah.
all your desires on a paper, right?
Yeah.
And then nature has provided all of them.
Definitely.
All the desires
All
are
of them
manifested
which
now?
was listed.
Each one of the desire
one
that
of-
is written?
Each one of them, which I was listed in 2010.
Okay.
So it almost they got manifested in couple of years itself.
Okay.
So after that, I never felt like there is a need to specifically think for something. Even if I get a thought like this should happen, I never put into the thought process, and I never whenever I sit into meditation, I never think of that like this should happen, or I never try to repeat it. So just it comes to me like that. Okay, if it happens, that will be good now. Like that, I will be thinking.
Okay.
So automatically, nature will be. I mean, nature always try to give it to me.
Okay.
So that happened actually. So I mean, for the past few years, I never wished for anything.
Okay.
So nature has been
Still helping whatever.
because
is
I'm
getting-
into her path, right? So
Okay.
I'm walking towards nature, and nature is walking towards me. So obviously, we are interlinked. I mean, I am linked with the nature. So I mean, the God or nature, whatever you speak about. So they know what we need.
Okay.
So when you are into their path, obviously they will look after you.
So when did you actually got connected to the nature?
Before meditation, I never thought like there is specifically to think about the nature or think about the God or something like that. So whatever we have, I was just journeying through my life. So my parents were giving whatever I needed. But when I came to at a situation in my life where I exactly needed something, where no one was able to help me at that point, because I was heartfully liking someone and to get her into my life, and also to have a good career after my completing my MC in 2008. So then I started searching for like what is the path to get all these things. So I was really depressed at that point of time in 2008. I was nearly thinking of even going out of bounds actually. Then when I came to Hyderabad, my friend helped me to get into meditation. Then I came to understand that there is something which we need to think about. So so normally Shirdi Sai says that if you take a step towards me, I will take 100 steps towards you. So whether you call him Shirdi Sai or nature or Bhagavan, whatever it may be, you have to make yourself attached to the nature. Nature means you might call him God or something, but the main divinity, the path of the divinity is meditation. So when you walk through the path of the meditation, obviously the desires that you have, the needs, the necessities that you have will be obviously fulfilled, because that is how the journey should be started. But I mean, during our childhood, the studies will not teach us those things. Only after coming into meditation only I came to know that how to connect with the nature. I mean, mainly with the happenings outside of the eternal world actually.
Only after coming into meditation you started connecting with the nature. And then when you started connecting with the nature, you realized that whatever your needs are, nature is taking care of it.
Definitely.
And you don't even have to even ask those desires. You now even do not write down your desires.
No, I will not prepare any list nowadays, because if it has to come to me, it will definitely come to me. If it doesn't have to come to me, it will not come to me. So as per my life vision, nature will go on adding things to my life, whatever it has, whatever I had in my life. So if I had to specifically ask for something, then I mean, I don't have to write it in a particular list or something. If I had something in my mind, I will just go. I mean, the thought will come and just go away. But nature obviously takes it up, and it has been giving it to me. I never specifically put it in a paper or put it in my thoughts like that. I never did that in the past 5 to 6 years.
And still nature is taking care of you. That's
obviously
nice.
it will take, just like a mother actually. So Patri sir always says that in the Bible, Jesus Christ said that, enter into the kingdom of God, and all else will be added unto you. So I'm just trying to enter into the kingdom of God, and that is always adding on to me. So I'm not doing anything specifically other than that. So I'm just entering into my kingdom. The kingdom is within. So I'm doing my meditation. So that is adding energy to me. And obviously the energy is getting attracted whatever it needs.
So kingdom of God is within, and you're getting connected to that kingdom through your own meditation.
Before meditation, I always used to search outside. I always used to go to temples and pray for God and do some extraordinary things to appease God. Not like Kshudra Pujas, just like giving, doing evening hartis and going to temples and reading all the mantras and walking through the steps to Tirumala, everything I used to do like that. But I mean, since childhood, whatever I learnt in the nature of God, about the nature of God, that is what I was practicing. But when I came into meditation, I really understood that the nature of God is something different than what I was being taught. So after meditation, it has been a totally different experience towards God, towards myself, and towards others also.
In Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, so Patriji inspires everyone to do meditation under a pyramid. So what is your experience with pyramids?
Normally meditation, when I came to know about meditation, I thought like, okay, it's a normal breath meditation. But in this society, we were using pyramids. So then I got a book from SR Nagar K Center about the pyramids. So there has been a specific definition like you would be in the amid of fire. Pyra means fire and amid means in the center of that. So that is the definition of Egyptian definition. I tried to do meditation without pyramids and with pyramids. So I never had any pyramid in my room when I was studying actually. So then at that point of time when I did meditation, there was not much of energy flowing into me. I can feel that. But when in the presence of pyramids, there has been a lot of energies when you use the pyramid, and you can easily get into the thoughtless state very much faster.
Right.
And we have examples of the great Maheshwara pyramid, the great Bangalore pyramid valley, everything. So wherever there are pyramids, so I normally go to Jetavanam, Tirupati, near Tirupati pyramid, and Cosmic Valley.
Right.
There are so much of energy places actually. So pyramids, earlier everyone thought was that pyramids have been constructed earlier in Egypt only to store some dead bodies or something.
Yeah.
But when I came here, I understood that pyramids are used for meditation, and only the purpose of pyramid is to meditate. That's it. Other than that, there is no need of that. These are energy fields that are energizing the earth and are helping us to energize also. That is what Patri sir has brought us the knowledge of so-called pyramids into our lives actually.
Yeah, beautiful. Indeed, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji is the first person who has combined the power of pyramids and meditation together in such a large scale.
Yeah.
So there were pyramids earlier, there was meditation earlier, but nobody has connected them together at such a large scale.
Definitely.
And he has inspired people to build thousands of pyramids. Indeed, if you ask my personal opinion, I would say that every structure that is being built on the earth planet should have a top in a pyramid shape.
Even our temples also, the gopurams, right? We never saw them as pyramids, but when we came to the understanding of the pyramids, all the gopurams seem to be a kind of pyramid structure only.
Yeah.
That is how they were built. That is how there has been so much of energies in these temples also, because of the pyramid structure surrounding all this main ideal in between.
Yeah, indeed. Earlier sages used to have this long hair, and they used to tie it and keep it on their head. So and it also forms a pyramid shape.
Yes, yes.
So that's how they're also receiving that cosmic energy into their body. That's really good. And at what age have you seen a pyramid for the first time?
When I was 6 years old, I was in Varavakonda actually. It's a mandal in Anantapur district, Andhra Pradesh.
It is one of the first 3 places where pyramids
Second pyramid, I think.
Second pyramid.
It's been a second pyramid. Some of our neighbors said that it's been an energetic place and we have to go and visit, and I visited it. I just sit calmly in that place and I just came out. It took 19 years to come back again to the Pyramid Spiritual Society. So at the age of 25, I had come to Pyramid Society only because I had few issues with my personal life and career. So I was in search of something which had to lift my life, and I came to Hyderabad, and with the help of my friend I came to meditation, and then came to know about the society and the pyramids and Patri sir and everyone.
So we can also see it in such a way that at least because you went to a pyramid when you were 6 years, and you have come back to the energy of it again.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That is how it has been happened actually.
Right. What was your transformation? In the sense, what were your thought process earlier to meditation, and how did the thought process got refined after you started meditation?
So before meditation, I was thinking that I was the only good guy around my world actually. So everyone was doing something which was not helpful to the nature, like switching on the lights without use, and flowing of the water without any use, like that. And also there are so many people who was not even considering about the other people, like honking the horns in the roads, spitting, like whatever these people are doing, this is not helping the nature. And I was thinking myself that, okay, I am the good person and I think good about others. Whatever the thinking I was carrying in my mind, I thought that other people will not be thinking like that. Everyone will be thinking if someone goes up in their life, everyone will be trying to drag them. I was judging actually, I was complaining actually. You know, after meditation, Patri sir used to tell that no judgment and no complaints. It was very hard to follow, but I tried to stop judging people, because everyone is good in their own shoes actually. If we only step into their shoes, we will know like what they are going through. So we can't judge people like whatever we like. So whenever we judge people, we have to know that what has made them to do that. But normally people will not do that. They won't try to understand that. They won't even try to analyze people. So they will directly judge. If something happens, okay, this person is doing something like that. So that analysis has started in me, that no judgment and no complaints has been started in me. So I tried my level best to not to judge people and not to complain about others. So even if you go to Dhyana Mahachakra, there will be free accommodation, free food and everything. You can't complain that, because people are coming and they are doing service at free will, and you are not spending even one penny also there. So you can't go and say that I can't sleep on the floor, because it has to be there. You have to learn something. Sleeping on the floor, you will never get a chance to sleep on the floor, because in your home you will obviously sleep on a cot. That is also a great opportunity for you. So so wherever you go, there will always be a learning opportunity. That is what I understood actually. Whenever you meet some people, there will be always a learning opportunity. Whenever you go to some place, there will be always a learning opportunity. So that is how I now look at things actually.
Okay, so now your thought process has changed that way, that every situation and every person is a learning opportunity for you.
Definitely.
Okay.
And I also believed that God will do something in my life before meditation. But later meditation, I came to know that God is very busy in his own life, and even we disturb him, even we poke him, he will not going to help us.
Okay.
Because we are sons and daughters of God. That is what I came to know, and he will always want us to be a prince or a queen, but not a beggar.
Okay.
So if you go on begging him, he will not be giving you anything. The only thing you have to go and meditate. You have to go inside yourself. You have to find the own God sleeping in your own self. Then only you will be getting whatever you want. So if you go with a bowl and beg before him, no one is going to help you.
No God is going to help you.
No.
So you have to help yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
There has been a first youth meet in Secunderabad.
Okay.
So at that point of time, Patriji said there was this talk about Buddha. Then he said, who is Buddha? What is Buddha? He has attained his enlightenment. So what difference it makes to you? Nothing. You have to go into his path. You have to learn what he has done. You have to seek what he has seeken.
Okay.
Then only you will get enlightened. Chanting Buddha, Buddha, or constructing Buddha statues everywhere will not help you. Because in India there is no Buddha statue. I mean, there is no greater Buddha statue. But in Indonesia, Nepal and China, there have been greater Buddha statues. But they are not following the path which we are exactly following. The main theme of Buddha is the meditation, the Anapanasati. That is what we are following. We are exactly following the path that has been given by Buddha. Then only we will get enlightened. Chanting Buddha will not give you any enlightenment. Patriji said that you will not get anything if you learn about Buddha, if you chant about Buddha. If you walk in the path of Buddha, then you will be a Buddha.
Perfect. Well said. Yeah. So you got that gist into your life, and have you been practicing meditation regularly?
Mostly I am interested into books actually. There have been a lot of collection as you have seen. So whenever I go to DMC or any other places, I will just get the books. Mostly I will go through shopping, and whatever I have, I will mostly spend on the books itself. Because even if I read it at some point of time, but to have that book in my collection is more important for me. So whenever I get time, I will go through the books. And also now PMC has given a lot of opportunity for us to view so many of masters who are not in limelight, but they were doing such a great work at the background. But PMC have been bringing so many masters in the limelight, and we are able to learn new things from them. We are able to see, listen to their great experiences actually. So that is how PMC is helping. And every day meditating morning and evening, daily 1 hour like that. And mostly, I'll be reading books mostly, and watching PMC videos like that. Satjansangatya.
Yeah. And out of all the books that you have read, can you tell me about any one particular book that you have liked the most?
Past 2 years, I have been struggling on the concept of acceptance. So is it really acceptance that we have to do, or is it like, so whatever it happens in your life, if you go on accepting, I was thinking like, is it not becoming a slave to the situations? Is it not like you are afraid of fighting for the situation, and you are trying to satisfy yourself, suggesting that you have to be living in the acceptance? So is it not is it not that you are afraid of the situations, that you are not trying to fight about it? So there was a lot of confusion about that going in my mind actually. So I have asked so many masters, and they have given me so much of guidance in that, but I never really got that. So then recently during your visit to my home, you suggested, there has been a book sitting in my bookshelf for a long time, Atmarpanam, that is Surrender Experiment by Michael Singer. So you gave me that book. When I expressed my feelings towards that, you gave me that book. So I read it in maybe in 1 week, I guess so.
Okay.
So the book is really very good actually. I mean, how you have to surrender. I mean, how is the surrender experiment in the life of the author has really brought a change in him.
So he went through so many
difficulties,
but still that acceptance was
he
there.
finally becomes a CEO of a company, and then he suddenly falls down from that position, and he has to go through so many situations, bad situations, but still he will surrender himself to the happenings of the nature, however it happens. Then he obviously finally gets succeeded in his life. So whenever you have some expectations from the life, and when you don't get it, you will obviously start fighting for that. I mean, for the situation that is happening in your life. But when you let it go, obviously the situation will disappear in the meantime. Then whatever you are thinking, you will obviously get it. So you have to surrender to your life. You have to surrender to your guru, or you have to surrender to your soul. So that is what I learned actually. That has been a really wondrous book that I have recently read, and thank you for suggesting it because it really brought a great change in me.
Right. So you have accepted what is happening in your life right now. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you are going with the flow, and you are able to let go. So is that your current position?
Recently I'm practicing that, but the situations didn't turn into a way where I have to really get into practice. But I'm just hoping that even if a situation comes like that, I will be ready for that, and I will definitely make sure that I will practice the acceptance. Even if I have to leave something or lost something, I am ready for that, because that is how the life will work. So pros and cons will be there, ups and downs will be there. Only if you go on like only when you are good in your life, you go on accepting that does not happen actually.
I ask you one difficult question. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So now you have this life.
Yeah.
Let's suppose from tomorrow you don't have all these friends with you.
Yeah.
You don't have any of your family member with you. Will you be able to accept that? What is that you are feeling now?
No, actually, I always wanted to be with my guru. Actually, that's it. So whenever I thought like there are so many pyramid masters around here who are ready to give their lives for the sake of society and for the sake of master. I even used to tell my wife that if suppose a lorry is coming against me, and if Patri sir says jump before that, I will do that.
You're ready.
Yeah. So as long as I am into this society, as long as I am into meditation, I am not afraid of anything, and I am ready to take up the challenges that are above ahead me, because everything that life brings to us, that is what we have already designed it. So if you go on denying it, this or that, at any point of time you have to again face it. So we have to be ready to face it now. Then we have to we will go to the next step. If you are getting stuck with the same step again and again, we have to come back again and again for the same experience.
So you will take it that way.
Yeah.
I'll ask you one more question.
Sure.
So you are with a body right now. You have a life right now. What if tomorrow your body will not be there? Will you be able to accept it? Death comes to your body. Will you be able to accept it?
I am ready to accept it, but I am not sure whether my family does actually.
No, I am not talking about what happens to others. I am talking about your level of understanding.
Because if it is in my life design that I have to move away from my body tomorrow, that I am okay for that, because I am ready for new life and new opportunities.
New opportunities in the
But actually I want to live in this life for up to whatever Patri sir has been promised actually. Because I want to live with him, I want to have a journey with him.
That is your choice. Yeah.
But I am ready now.
You're ready any moment.
Yeah.
So the reason why I have asked you this question is, Patriji in one of his speeches, he told the definition of liberation. If a person takes life equal to death, when he knows that he is going to live for 100 years, the same kind of joy if he carries when he knows that he is going to die the next day or the next moment, if he is able to see both of them as equal, then that person has got liberation. So that was the definition. That's the reason I am trying to ask you. How will you
not only
that?
me. There are so many pyramid masters that are ready to die tomorrow or today itself, because they all know that death is nothing but a starting of a new journey. So not only me, there are so many people like you also. You are ready to go. I am ready to go. Everyone is ready to go. Everyone is ready to do something.
And when we understand spiritual science, we also know that there will be a reincarnation, and there is always a choice. And death is not a compulsion. Death is a choice. Indeed, death is not there to the soul. Death is only to the body.
Yeah.
Only body is perishable,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's nice. So you have that understanding practically inculcated in you, maybe by your own meditation, right? And
Definitely.
by book reading.
Definitely,
Yeah.
because we have to always think about our goal. Like Patri sir always thinks about his goal.
Right.
He is never worried about whether someone lives or someone dies. He has only one goal, a planet which meditates. Every person becomes a meditator and every person becomes a vegetarian. That is what his goal is. He never worries about anything. So that is, the goal is set for each and every pyramid master. Each and every pyramid master has the same goal, to have every person to be a meditator, and also he has to be a vegetarian.
Right.
So the goal of the Guru is goal of ours also.
Yeah.
That is what we are striving here. That is
Right.
what we are doing here.
So yes, everyone is working for the goal that Patriji has got,
Yeah.
for the vision that he has got for the world. So we are all working for it,
Yeah.
and we are together in this.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you're right. And what was your experience with Patriji? When did you first saw him?
I actually saw him in 2009 Dhyanama Chakra actually.
Okay.
So in 2009 I started meditation. So there was Dhyanama Yagnam in Srisalam actually. So
Okay.
there I went and I saw Patriji.
Uh-huh.
So I only stayed for 3 to 4 days actually.
Okay.
That was my first experience for the morning meditation and the group meditation and everything. Normally in Sanagar Care Center we have very little group that was doing meditation. But I traveled with all those guys from Hyderabad to Srisalam, and there I met Patriji. I mean, I didn't had an interaction, but I just saw him and felt that there was nothing like a guru kind of a thing actually.
Okay.
He has been mostly like a friend. I mean, he was giving handshaking with everyone. He was not letting anyone to touch his feet.
Okay.
Normally, we had a sense of guru in our mind,
Right.
like we have to touch his feet, we have to
Right.
prostrate before
Yeah.
him.
Correct.
And whatever he teaches, whether you like or dislike,
You
you have to follow it.
Right.
But here it's not like that. If you have something that is in your mind that is contradictory to the guru, you can go and freely express it. That is how it is there. He is not a guru, he is a friend where he has given lots of freedom to everyone. That is why the society has been very much successful and has been growing daily.
Right.
And each and every master is very happy with whatever they are doing actually.
Right.
Because they are not compulsated to do something actually.
So there is no compulsion.
Compulsion, no.
There is no compulsion at all, and you have a freedom. And today, being Independence Day of India,
Yeah.
and it is very apt that you have brought the topic of freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we have freedom to read so many
Right.
books. In other societies, we don't have that freedom
Right.
because we will have only limited opportunity of the books there. Only the master or the guru of that society will be writing some books, and we have very limited.
Correct.
But here we were able to explore lots of books actually. Even I was not aware of there are so many masters from the western side also. But there is Brainwaves, there is Michael A. Singer, Madam Blavatsky. There are so many societies, Theosophical Society, Osho, Dynamic Meditation, Kriya Yoga Meditation. There are so many things. Okay Yogi Atma, Autobiography of a Yogi.
Yeah. Jane Roberts. And Seth, Ramtha, J.Z. Knight.
There's so many books actually.
Carlos Castaneda.
Yeah.
And Patriji says if you have not read Carlos Castaneda books, your life is wasted.
So I brought so many books actually. There are so many books in my collection, and I've been reading them regularly.
Okay.
So there is lots of freedom to gain knowledge in a different ways, not in only one particular road, but there are so many ways where you can gain knowledge in different sectors actually.
Yes, and then your intellect will expand.
Yeah.
As much. Yeah.
That is what the Swadhyaya will definitely help in your meditation. The Satjansangatya will definitely help in your meditation. So that way, that is how your mind or your soul will get opened up actually. When you read books or when you listen to the experiences of the meditators or the senior masters, your soul will be open to receive that knowledge. And when you sit into the meditation, the three will sync up and your soul will be ready to implement the changes in your life.
Swadhyaya is not just about book reading, but through Swadhyaya, through book reading, you will also have Swadhyaya.
Yeah.
So
you will understand yourself.
You'll be able to read about yourself.
Yeah, that is what. I was never watching my words whenever I was used to talk to others actually. I was never thinking also. I used to normally, earlier I used to normally gossip about the third person.
Okay.
But when I was in presence of something and when it comes to me, if I was talking something wrong, my consciousness will obviously tell me that it's not a good thing to talk about a person who is
not there.
Not there.
Okay.
And my consciousness will be always active, and whenever I think about someone or whenever I was talking to someone, it will say that what to talk. I mean, how to select your words when you are talking to someone, how to select your words, like when you are talking to a friend or talking to a guru or talking to a meditator. So that kind of awareness has been inculcated in me actually, due to this book reading and due to this practicing of the
meditation,
the subject and the meditation and everything.
Okay. And I know you had been working as a software engineer.
Yeah.
Okay. For different companies. And what was your results? Okay. In the sense, are there any experiences where you thought that meditation has really helped
definitely,
in your career?
Definitely, because after my completing of my MCA, I was very poor in the subjects actually, the languages. Okay, I never got anything into my mind. So at that point of time, I had been with my girlfriend, now wife actually.
Okay.
So there has been a lot of compulsion for me to get into some good job. At that point of time, before meditation, I was working as a lecturer, as a part-time lecturer, and I was earning 9,000 per month at that point of time. Then due to my personal circumstances, I went to lots of depression, and I had to come to Hyderabad.
Okay.
Then here, after coming into meditation, and I had so many ways actually, which I was thinking to go. I had civils in my mind, I had groups in my mind, I had a sub-inspector in my mind. But I need a job very urgently. So if you go to civils, we are not sure how many years it will take.
Right.
And regarding groups, the job posting, it will, when it will happen, you don't know.
Yeah.
And the sub-inspector also, you don't know when will the job posting will be done. So then I thought like, okay, I mean, I started meditation, then I was just filtering out what I could do. Then I thought that, okay, whatever you know, I was just aware of the keyboard, how the keyboard works. That is what, I mean, after MCA, I was only aware of that keyboard and just a few much of SQL actually. Then my friend came and told me that, okay, we have a coaching center here, and we can go and get some coaching there. From there you can go and get your job.
Okay.
So when I went to that coaching center, I started my coaching, but I was very poor actually. I mean, among the 25 members in the group actually, the learning group, I was very poor. Whenever someone was doing in his system, there was so much of coding and everything. I was just looking like what it is, how can I learn this? I was really surprised. But I was into meditation very deeply.
Okay.
So I decided that, okay, among these 25 members in my group, I have to get my job.
Okay.
First, among these 25, I have to get my first job. And there has been a compulsion that we have to give a part of our salary when we get into a job.
Okay.
So it would almost cost me 1.5 lakhs. So I have to pay it in EMIs. But I thought, okay, I put a thought that, okay, I should only spend less than 20,000 to get a job.
Okay.
So then I started continuing my meditation. I joined in November, and then I started continuing my meditation. And I was really thinking that these are going to manifest. I never doubted anything like that, like how it is going to manifest or how I am going to reach my goals like that. I really believed in meditation. I really believed in Patri sir. I really followed that. So then I was doing my meditation, adding energy to my thoughts.
Okay.
So at one particular point of time, I realized that whatever I was doing in that particular coaching center, it's not going to help me.
Okay.
So I came out and I tried my own self to get into a job.
Okay.
So luckily, I was the one who got the job among the 25 members, and my job almost costed me 15,000.
Okay.
To get into the job. That's it.
That's all.
So later also, when I went into the company, I was never felt like I had to do something where I had to struggle actually. So there was so much of ease in my job, and almost for the past 10 years, I have been into IT, and I was never stressed out. And almost 7 years, I was working from home.
Okay.
So, and even in my last company, at one particular point of time, there was a deficiency of money. Actually, I was thinking like, okay, with my experience, I was not earning how much I have to get. I mean, as per market actually. Then I thought that okay, I have to get
You have
3
to
lakhs.
get a raise. Oh,
Yeah,
3 lakhs
raise in the same company.
In the same company.
Normally we will get 2% or 3%, like 20,000 or something.
Right.
So I put a thought that okay, I have to get 3 lakhs in the same working in the same company. Then it happened one day that I got an opportunity in some other company. They were offering something around like that. So I put my resignation. Then my company said that okay, your services are needed here.
Okay.
So what is your things, like they negotiated with me, and I got that actually.
You got a 3 lakhs raise.
3 lakhs raise.
Absolute 3 lakhs raise.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I changed recent company in December actually, December 2019. There was some kind of issues going in my project actually, so I didn't wanted to work in it. So I just thought like, why can't I get out from there? So I resigned my company. I even didn't put my resume in Naukri. But I mean, for the company I'm working now, actually I tried for that company 3 times, but it got failed. But they called me again in August and they said like, okay, we have an opportunity, and I had given 3 rounds of interview and I got selected. And I had to serve my notice period, and on November 27th I resigned. That was the last day in my company, and there was 4 days gap. I utilized that 4 days to go to Arunachalam and visit Ramanashram actually. I had been in lots of I mean recent past I was reading his books and everything, so I had a lots of liking to go there actually. It was very beautiful place, and December 1st 2nd I joined the new company.
And in between you went to Ramanashram and spent time.
That was very nice place, and every pyramid meditator has to visit that place. Mostly the temple, the ashram is very delighting, and it will give a beautiful experience to you.
In 2007, Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement has organized Dhyana Mahayagnam in Tiruvannamalai.
I heard about that.
Very near to the Ramanashram.
I heard about that, but I was not, I mean, I came in 2009, right? So I was not aware of that.
Not aware,
but I mean, there are places like Shirdi also we have organized, and Bangalore, Secunderabad also, I came to know that.
In 2004 we organized in Secunderabad. In 2006 we organized in Shirdi. In 2007 we organized in Tiruvannamalai.
Arunachal. Great.
Right. It's a beautiful experience. So it's amazing to hear your experiences in the job. So I heard that you work for very minimal times still.
Don't tell about this my manager actually, but I never get stressed out in my job because my meditation has been always caring about me. I mean, the nature has been always careful about me, like letting things to flow. I mean, I normally spend my other, after office hours, I normally spend reading books and doing my personal things. I really love to enjoy my life actually, thinking of, looking at some comedy pictures, everything like that. But I never get stressed out in my job actually. There were some situations at one particular point of time, like maybe for 1 or 2 months, that's it. But I never get stressed because only because that meditation has been really helping on me on that.
Indeed, we also have a saying in Bhagavad Gita which says, Yogaha karmasu kaushalam. So your work efficiency increases.
Whenever I get some issues also, right? Whenever I go into sleep, I will think like, okay, maybe by the morning if it gets resolved, that will be very good now, like so that I can spend some time. So after my sleep in the morning, I will get some kind of a
idea and solution,
and that will obviously help me get to resolve that issue actually in little span of time. So that will obviously give me so much space to go on with my things actually.
That's beautiful. So I recommend to all software engineers to meditate.
Definitely, because see, this is the ultimate path to reality, this is the ultimate path to yourself, and when you walk in this path, obviously the ultimate things will be attracted to you. So you don't have to worry about the things which are not in your life. So you will always attract the things which you are really needed, that will always come to you, because if you walk in this path. Other than that, there is no one will be able to help us out.
And you have been married for how many years?
Almost today it's almost 10 years actually. Almost 2011 actually we got married, but this is the engagement day.
10th year engagement day.
10th engagement day. Independence Day.
So is your wife also a meditator?
Yeah, actually.
Is she a vegetarian?
Yeah,
Okay.
she has been a vegetarian earlier also.
Okay.
But before meditation, I used to force her to eat non-veg. But she never ate that this thing. Just she used to add gravy. But when I came into meditation, I understand the importance of vegetarian perfectly, 100%, without any doubt.
Okay.
I just thought about that. Okay, if I eat non-vegetarian, what I am going to get it? Maybe a 1 rupee of value.
Right.
But if I leave the non-vegetarian and start being a vegetarian and start doing meditation, I have 100 rupees value to get in my life.
Right.
So then I quickly get rid of that non-vegetarian. Even I stopped eating egg also. I never had a liking to mushrooms and everything. So I am purely veg, and now I have to. I mean, whenever I go to hotel, we had very limited options. But I will be going only with the vegetarian only, because that is how a human being should be. That is how. That is what Patri sir has been teaching. Even if you don't meditate, he is not worried about it.
Okay.
His always worries to not to kill anyone, not to kill any animal or something for your food, and not to kill yourself.
Yeah. Right.
He never worried about your meditation, because your meditation will happen in other life also. But if you do these bad karmas, this will obviously be carried into your next life, and you will not be in the path of salvation.
Cool. That's a very good understanding. He always stresses the importance of non-violence.
Non-violence. Yeah.
Right.
That is what it has been really wonderful. Earlier there was no explanation about why a human being can't eat non-veg. So, but there has been a lot of explanation here, like your digestive system is not helping out, your teeth formation is not helping out. And being a human being, you have to look after the other animals or beings as your. I mean, when you read the book of Journey of Souls, you will understand the perfect nature, how it works, how the other living beings are there for you, how they are helping you, and how you have to help them.
Right.
So they are just like our brothers and sisters. We can't go on killing them.
By
Right?
eating them. Yeah, you're right. What is your message to all the people who are working in the corporate industries?
For all the people, I can only say that, see, this is the only path where everything is getting, I mean, every help is coming from. So if you leave this path and go somewhere in search of something, you will not get anything. Obviously, you have to come back in the same path, because the search is ultimate. The search is the only thing. The search is for only one thing, for ourselves only. So if you go on looking outside, you will not be getting that. So for the corporate people or for the software people, whoever have been employed or whoever have been being stressed out, I mean, during this COVID situation, there has been a lot of stress for them. And also there have been a lot of stress, like some layoffs may be there or something like that. But don't get all these things in your mind. There are so many things that are going in newspapers and TVs and everything. If you get all these things in your mind, you will always get stressed out, and you will always attract whatever you don't want in your life. So don't get stressed out, and always follow the path of meditation here, and always read books, always follow the path of Patriji, and always try to spread the meditation. That is how it is going to help others and yourself also.
Thank you so much, Madhu, for sharing your experiences and sharing your transformation. It is definitely inspiring for many people who would be watching this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.